So this is an AI animation by CTai based on my figure drawing. And here's what's interesting. In the original drawing I made, the face was not the focus at all. The story was in the pose, in the gesture, in the body language. But when CTai cropped my work to focus on the face, something unexpected happened. Let me show you. But I think I need to explain the difference between figurative art and portraiture, because there is a difference. They're not the same thing. When I draw a figure, I'm not trying to capture someone's likeness, personality with their face. I'm capturing a moment, a gesture, a message that the whole figure, the whole body is communicating. The way the shoulders turn, the weight shifts, the muscle tension. For me, that's where the story is. The face, okay, it's just there. It's a part of the whole composition. Then, of course, I draw it sometimes very detailed because I'm very thorough. But the face is not the point. This pose here, for example, there is vulnerability there, insecurity, or strength, or contemplation, whatever you read in that pose when you're looking at it as a viewer. And this all is coming from the body, from the whole figure, not from the face of the figure. Now, CTai took my full body figure, he cropped it, took the part from the upper part from shoulder and up, and he animated it. So he cropped out most of what I considered the story of the piece. And at first I thought, well, that can be right. That can be good. That changes the whole meaning, because now it's about the face. It's become more like a portrait. But then I watched the animation more carefully, and I've noticed something very interesting. The face in his animation was actually expressing what the body was saying in my drawing. See this expression here? That emotional quality? That's not something I put in a face in my original drawing, but it was in a pose. It was in a way the figure was positioned, the gesture, the body language. And somehow the AI read this message from the body in my drawing and put it in a facial expression in the AI animation. Does it make sense? Even though CTai cropped it to focus on the face and the upper part of the body, the meaning of the original pose is still there. It's just been relocated. And this is what I find fascinating about this collaboration, because it shows two very different approaches to figurative work. My approach as a figurative artist, the body tells the story. The pose communicates the message. The face is secondary. CTai's approach, or maybe the AI's approach, crop to the face, but let the face carry what the body was saying. It's like he took my visual language and translated it into a different dialect. The message is the same, but it's being communicated through a different part of anatomy. And honestly, it kind of works. His animations are really good. And this whole collaboration got me thinking about something much bigger than just my drawings animated. Something that artists have been wrestling for centuries, really. And something that has been on my mind for quite some time, especially with AI changing how we create art. Now, here's my question. How far can we go as artists to use other artists' work to create our own? Where's the line between the inspiration, interpretation, and appropriation? CTai asked my permission, credited me properly. He mentioned my name and the name of my channel, maybe way too many times, so that I feel a bit, embarrassed that it's might be too much. Then he read my visual language in my drawings, and he translated it into something completely new. That's exactly how a healthy conversation can look in the AI era. He didn't just copy my drawings. He read it, he interpreted what the pose was saying, and then he expressed the same message through a different lens, animation, digital. Okay, focused on a face, but I believe he has his reasons to do so. Now, what I unfortunately observe very often, it's the opposite of the healthy conversation between artists. And if you're an artist, you know it too. A totally different thing is happening. Other creators might take your work, use your idea, and they just take it and reinterpret it. At best, they would use a different medium, a different focus, a different artistic voice. Now, is it an interpretation or is it an independent work that has your idea as a starting point? Doesn't it look like you did all the work and they just jumped on a moving train, wiping their feet on you, and went on sitting in a first class by the window? Honestly, I do not have a definitive answer yet. And I think that's what makes it interesting, because art has always been this conversation between artists across time and space, and now medium. Caravaggio influenced Rembrandt. Rembrandt influenced way too many other artists, me including. And now I have influenced somebody's artwork, the AI. But here's the question I really want to ask you, especially if you're an artist watching this. Where do you draw the line? When does using another artist's work become your own creative voice? And when does it cross into just copying? Because with AI, making it easier than ever to transform, to copy, remix, and reinterpret existing art. I think we all need to be asking ourselves this question. So, what CTai did for me, he showed me that the message in my poses, in my drawings, was so strong that it survived any cropping and it survived moving onto another medium, digital. And honestly, that's pretty cool. So full credit to CTai for this. He asked permission, he credited me properly, and his interpretation of my work is genuinely interesting. You can check out his full animation, link in the description. All of my work is focusing on a figure as a whole, whether it's a standing pose, a seated figure, whatever. I'm always thinking about how the entire body communicates. And if you want to see how I approach figure drawing, how I think about the gesture, the pose, the proportions, body language, all of that, I share the full process here on this channel. And this is where it happens, in my Amsterdam studio. So yeah, this collaboration showed me that even when someone's interpreting your work, reinterpreting your work, and crops it, focuses on a different element, if the message in the drawing, the artwork was strong enough, it will survive any cropping. The message will come through. So now I'm curious what you think. Let me know in the comment. And if you want to learn figure drawing, the kind when the pose tells the story, then stick around. That's what this channel is about. I'm Dimitri Ross, figurative artist in Amsterdam. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.